The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back into it, and we're back at it. This is The Local Show on 570 WSYR. Steve, let's talk about Victory in Motion, the home of knee repair, not knee replacement. What does it mean to not have your knee taken out and replaced?
Yeah.
What do they do that's different?
I had a friend of mine just 2 weeks ago. I was somewhere, and they're like, "Hey, where is he? Oh, he had his knee replaced. He's going to be out for the count for forever." Mm-hmm. I was like, and I wish he had maybe had an opportunity to talk to Dr. Petropoli at Victory in Motion, because using regenerative health methods, you don't necessarily need to have your knee replaced.
That'd be nice.
And they grow cartilage. So if you've been told, I need a knee replacement, or someday it's bone on bone or whatever, they do even a 1 day
assessment.
Thank you. Assessment. They have a special word for it. I don't know. It was their day of something. They go through. They'll do the scans. They do it all right there. Yeah. But have a conversation with them. Victory in Motion, 685-7544. 685-7544. Call them and say, hey, do I really need any replacement? VictoryInMotion.com, Tom.
All right. Well, it's our pleasure to bring somebody new onto the show. Hopefully we won't scare her off and have her hair on fire. It's Tenesha Murphy. She is the Project Information Officer at the Department of Transportation. Boy, you're a busy gal, huh?
Oh, yes, very.
Lots going on. Mm-hmm. Tenesha, are you a local grown woman, or are you from around Syracuse or not?
You know what? I'm not, but I'm starting to call Syracuse my home because I've been here for so long. I've had 2 stints in Syracuse. I was here from 2005 to 2011, and then I came back in 2014. So, I mean, I'm almost pushing 20 years.
Right. Where were you born?
Yeah.
In Kentucky.
Kentucky? Oh, yeah. I've driven through Kentucky several times.
Yes,
yeah. We took that way to go see my sister she's down in Georgia.
Oh, Georgia.
So this one time we usually will go 81, but this time Kelly, my wife, she wanted to go down the thruway and then go through Buffalo and everything, and then we ended up going through Kentucky.
Yes, yeah.
So when you were in school as a young lady, were you like, I want to work for the DOT when I grow up?
Not quite. Yes, this kind of, I don't want to say it fell in my lap, but I have I'm going to give you a brief history real quick. So when I went to school, I went to school for broadcast news. Mm-hmm. So I have a broadcast news degree, and eventually I ended up working at News Channel 9. So I was at News Channel 9.
It shows. Yeah, it shows.
For almost 5 years. And then I left News Channel 9 to go, I was supposed to go work at a station in Kansas City, Missouri, but County Executive Ryan McMahon offered me a job working in his office. Okay. So then I went and I worked for the county for 2 years. And then I saw an opportunity to really help and give back to my community with this job that I'm doing now, working on the I-81 Viaduct project. And so, I heard a lot about the project, and it was just, for me, I knew I didn't understand it, and I wanted to have a better understanding of it. And I knew if I didn't understand it with a college degree, I'm like, I know other people are having a hard time too. And I felt like I would do a good job being able to communicate that with the most vulnerable community who live right there next to the viaduct. So I said, you know what? I want to try for that job. And I went and applied, and here I am.
So you worked with Jim Campagna then over
Yes, he was my news director. Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, Jim and I are good old friends. Good. Well, now now it makes sense because now your name sounds familiar. I do remember when you were on the air there. Yeah,
yes.
So okay, that makes sense. Well, so tell us a little bit about the project. Where are we at? Like, if you had to put it in stages, 1 through whatever, where is it? Is it the middle stages? Are we almost done, or how many more years?
I'll answer him, Tom. Not yet. A long way to go. Sit tight. How's that?
I I would feel like we're halfway there.
Okay.
I would say we're
right?
almost halfway point.
Yeah.
We have the way the project is structured is it's structured in contracts, in basically 9 separate contracts.
Okay.
And we are in construction, as everybody is probably well aware, of 5 of those. So we're working in 5 different areas within Onondaga County. Basically, the first part of the project is to build out all the infrastructure so that when we do go to take the viaduct down, cars will have somewhere to go. I mean, it would be really irresponsible if we just went and took the viaduct down and didn't have anywhere for, people.
Viaduct being the bridge that goes through Syracuse.
Right, I know.
Okay,
that's another thing. So I was like, why is this called a viaduct? And they told me it's because there's a whole bunch of bridges put together. So it's not just one bridge is considered a viaduct because there's several of them, several bridges combined. Okay. But we can call it a bridge. And it's 1.4 miles worth of bridges that we're going to be taking down eventually.
Okay.
But you have to have somewhere to go.
But you have to have somewhere to go in the meantime. So we're building out the infrastructure to building out that part of the project first so that when we do go in to take the bridge down, the people will have places to go. So we're working in the southern interchange of Syracuse, which is in the Valley area. So that's I-81 and I-481. We're converting I-481 into the new 81.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And we're also doing that up in Cicero, where we are, working on the northern interchange, turning the old I-481 into the new I-81. That work will be complete by the end of this year. So in those 2 locations, that work will be complete and cars will start, GPS will start telling cars you're on 81. And if you don't need to go anywhere in the city of Syracuse, you're not going to the airport, you're not going to Destiny USA, you're not going to any of those places, your GPS will direct you around the city all the way to where you're going in Cicero and Watertown and up into Canada.
Oh, okay. So is it true there's going to be a traffic circle in Tom's driveway?
Yes. Technically, now that I know where he lives.
Yeah, they're doing that. That's a pretty big circle over on Thompson Road and Route 31.
Yeah.
Can you explain to people why the roundabouts are a good thing? Do you know?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. So number one, just really quick, there's a difference between what's at Carrier Circle, which is considered a traffic circle.
Okay, yeah, that's big. That's huge.
High speed of traffic.
Right.
What we're building in the city of Syracuse and the surrounding areas are roundabouts. And the New York State Department of Transportation now, when we look to reconstruct an intersection, the first thing we do is, can we put a roundabout there? Number one, because they're more efficient. They move cars. And any of your listeners that have ever been to Aruba or to Europe, I mean, there's roundabouts everywhere. That's what they use. And you just keep moving. You're never stopping at a light. So number one, they're way more efficient. Number two, they decrease the severity of accidents. Accidents come way down. You're not having those T-bone or you're not having head-on collisions. Yeah. You're having side swipes at like 25 miles per hour, maybe, or less. Whereas if you're, if somebody wants to run an intersection, they could be doing 50.
Right.
So you have way less severe accidents. And then they're just more efficient because cars are not sitting there idling. So there's lots of benefits to them. I know we say 2/3 of people don't want us to put it there. They don't want it, in the beginning. And then after it's there and operational, you have 2/3 of the people who love it.
There should be some YouTube videos on how to use a roundabout.
We have them.
Oh, do you?
So where are those?
Yes. If you go on YouTube and you just put, New York State DOT roundabout, it'll pop up.
Oh, very nice.
Okay. And if someone wants to know what is going on and when, can they get that information at the DOT website too?
Absolutely, yes. Well, if you want to know specifically about the 81 project, yes, just type in I-81, project, and it'll pop up with our address, and you click on that, and there's all the information is there. Another good tool is we have an app, and it's called I-81 Connect, and it's basically linked to our website. So if you download that, it gives you alerts on when lane closures happen, and when we're shutting a ramp down. So those pop up right on your phone. So either of those 2 places is where you can find information.
Department of Transportation. How exciting, Tom. Thanks for joining us today.
Happy to be here.